Welcome to Brittany, a region in the northwest of France, rich in history and architecture. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through Brittany's famous castles, exploring its history, architectural styles, and learning about its renowned dukes, knights, and the coat of arms that symbolizes this indomitable land.
Brittany is located on a peninsula surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean with a mild oceanic climate. Frequent fog and rain create a mystical atmosphere, perfect for exploring ancient castles.
Brittany has always held a special status, striving to preserve its independence and cultural identity. In the Middle Ages, it frequently fought for autonomy against neighboring French duchies and the English. Thanks to its strategic location and strong fortresses, Brittany played a crucial role as a defensive frontier on France's border. The local castles were not only centers of power, but also symbols of the region's strength and independence.
The coat of arms consists of a white shield with black heraldic figures known as ermine spots or ermine tails. The upper part of the coat of arms is adorned with a black border. The main background of the coat of arms is silver, white, symbolizing purity and wisdom. The black ermine spots represent stylized ermine tails and symbolize dignity, purity, and independence. The ermine is considered a special symbol of Brittany and often appears in various elements of regional symbolism.
According to legend, in the 10th century, Duke Alan II chose the ermine as the emblem after being inspired by the story of an animal that preferred to die rather than soil its pristine white coat. Since then, the Duke's phrase, "better death than dishonor," became Brittany's motto, and the ermine fur was placed on the shields of Breton dukes. The black border symbolizes the steadfastness and resilience of the Breton people, as well as their determination to preserve their cultural identity and independence through the centuries.
Brittany is a region with a rich history where powerful dukes ruled and brave knights fought. During the Middle Ages, as Brittany struggled for its autonomy, local dukes and military leaders became symbols of independence and resilience. Here are some of the most renowned dukes and knights of Brittany.
John V of Montfort, 1339 to 1399, known as John V the Valiant and John the Conqueror, was one of the most influential dukes of Brittany, who fought fierce battles to maintain his independence from both France and England. During the Hundred Years' War, he skillfully maneuvered between the two powers, protecting Brittany's interests. John V strengthened the duchy's position and was a popular ruler who ensured prosperity and stability in Brittany. He was also the founder of the Order of the Ermine, a chivalric order whose symbol, the ermine cloak, is closely associated with the region's coat of arms.
Épée de Mauclerc de Dreux, 1187 to 1250, was the Duke of Brittany and played a significant role in strengthening the region in the early 13th century. By marrying Duchess Alix de Thouars, the heiress to the duchy, he solidified his claim to rule Brittany. Peter was an active participant in the Crusades to the Middle East. His reign is remembered for military campaigns and the construction of fortresses, many of which still stand today.
Anne of Brittany, 1477 to 1514, is one of the most famous duchesses of Brittany and the last independent ruler of the region. She became a duchess at a young age and was forced to defend the independence of the duchy. To protect Brittany from French annexation, she married the French King Charles VIII and then Louis XII. thus becoming Queen of France twice. Anne remained loyal to Brittany, fought for its autonomy, and contributed to the cultural development of the region.
Bertrand du Guesclin, 1320-1380, nicknamed the Breton Eagle, was one of the most renowned knights and military commanders of France, born in Brittany. Du Guesclin became a symbol of valor and bravery during the 100 Years' War. As the Constable of France, he led the army and successfully fought against the English. Du Guesclin was not only a skilled strategist, but also a true symbol of patriotism and heroism, leaving a significant mark on the history of both Brittany and France.
Arthur III de Richemont, 1393–1458, Duke of Brittany and Constable of France, was an outstanding military leader and a member of the royal Valois dynasty. He played a crucial role in driving the English out of French territories at the end of the 100 Years' War. His successful military campaigns and dedication to his native Brittany made him a respected and influential leader. After the war, Arthur was one of the initiators of strengthening Brittany's castles and supported the development of regional culture.
Gilles de Rais, 1405–1440, is a controversial figure in the history of Brittany. As a wealthy and influential knight, he distinguished himself in battles during the 100 Years' War and was a companion of Joan of Arc. However, his name later became associated with dark legends and crimes. Gilles de Rais was convicted of witchcraft and brutal crimes, and his tragic story gave rise to many legends. He remains one of the most famous yet sinister figures in Brittany's history.
These dukes and knights symbolize the heroism, honor, and strength of Brittany. They are not only heroes of their time, but also enduring symbols of the region's independence and resilience. Their stories continue to inspire and remind us of Brittany's role in the history of France and Europe.
The castles of Brittany are primarily fortresses and military strongholds, as they were often built to defend against external threats. Castle construction began here in earnest from the 11th century, and their architecture reflects military functions and the need to withstand prolonged sieges. During the 100 Years' War, many Breton castles played a crucial role in resisting the English.
The architecture of Breton castles features both Gothic and Romanesque styles. Castles were typically built from granite, a durable stone well-suited for constructing strong walls and towers. The architecture often includes massive round towers, tall crenellated walls, and deep moats. The interiors of Breton castles are rarely luxurious, with an aesthetic that emphasizes strength and functionality.
Fougères Castle is one of the largest medieval fortresses in Europe, situated on a rocky hill. The castle features 3 rings of defensive walls and powerful towers that protected it from enemies. Fougères was a crucial stronghold guarding the borders of Brittany and has been remarkably well preserved. Today it remains a popular destination for tourists.
The Château de Fougères is the historical heart of the city. Originally built for the Dukes of Brittany, it combines features of a defensive fortress and a residence. Its fortifications, massive walls, and towers were later complemented by residential buildings, making it a unique architectural landmark of Brittany.
The Château de Tonquédec was a strategically important castle built on an elevated site to control the surrounding lands. Today only ruins remain, but the view of the valley and surrounding areas is still impressive. This castle embodies the spirit of Brittany and serves as a symbol of its former power.
Fort La Lotte is less well known but fascinating due to its history. Built in the 13th century, it served as a defensive fortress. Its Romanesque architecture, with Gothic elements, reflects a blend of styles and functions. Surrounded by dense forests, the castle is now hidden in the shadows of trees, adding to its mysterious allure.
Brittany is a region rich in history and legends, carefully preserving its heritage. The castles, coats of arms, and legendary dukes and knights of Brittany have become symbols of independence, resilience, and devotion to their land, leaving a lasting mark on the history of France and Europe.
Thank you for joining us on a journey through the ancient castles and legends of Brittany. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new stories from the world of medieval France. See you soon, and until the next adventure.
If you enjoy our dive into history and travels through the castles of Brittany and other regions of France, you can help us continue creating such videos. Your support will allow us to prepare even more interesting materials, uncover new stories, and explore the unique places that we love to show you. Any donation is a huge help for our project, which inspires us to new discoveries. Support us via the link in the description, and together we will go on even more exciting historical adventures. Thank you for being with us. You for being